What? What? I can't hear you. There's too many guns in my head.
Hello, and welcome to Achievement Hunting 101, the gift that keeps on giving. After all, a podcast is forever. This is level 95. And joining me today is, well, he's not an achievement hunter. Well, I guess he kind of is. Fufu, what's up?
Ouch. Yes. Hi. Shots fired right off the bat. Dang on.
Weren't you in a competition to not score achievements at some point in your life recently?
That it's not at some point. That's kind of my life, all in all, you know.
Oh, so this was a completely unfair statement by me then.
X decided to try to beat me at my own game, but you know, I play for fun better than he does.
Well, that's that's. I was really impressed with your performance. If we call it that. All right. Also joining me today, he's the newest member of staff. He's been on 3 weeks in a row. It's X the Hero. What's up, man?
What? I haven't been on in like a month.
What are you talking about? You were on 2 weeks ago with me, I believe, or no? And then Chewy had you on last week.
Oh, that was last week.
Yeah, and so now
I
you're
didn't
here
do
with me
anything 2
now.
weeks ago.
And technically, you're the newest staff member. I think.
I think he's been on more than I have recently.
All right. Well, how you doing now? I know this is an audio medium, so you cannot see what I am seeing, but what I am seeing is glorious. Why don't you tell us about that mustache?
All right. So it's been brought up a couple times on the podcast that I've not been clean shaven since I was 16. I had my little goatee, and then from about 18 to 29, I had a full beard. And quarantine started, and I decided to change things up. So I went back to the goatee, which I've grown out, and now I have a glorious, not quite curly, but
it's almost there.
Mustache. Yeah, we're working on the curls, man.
Oh, man. It is glorious. You going for the candelabra bra?
Candelabra bra. I don't think I'm going to bother, with the wax and the gel. I'm just going to keep pulling it off to the side.
All right. Well, hey, that's your right as an American. All right. So, I guess intros aside, we can just move right into our games of the week.
I'm still here.
Oh my God, he hasn't hung up yet.
I never left.
What is going on? I thought this was a private line. Vulgar, is that you?
Yes, it is. You can never get rid of me.
Oh my God, well.
I'm
talking about the
always
newest member of
here.
staff. Who is this guy?
Yeah, I guess we'll just let him on again. All right, so, well.
Hey, he's in the call. It's too late now.
Yeah.
It's coming from inside the house.
So, what's up with you, man? How you been doing?
Oh, that's
It's been a long time since we've heard from you.
Yeah, I know, right? It's just had to give the people what they wanted. It's just out there on the Discord clamoring for more. Those vulgar Latin dicks. So I can't keep that up. Sorry.
All right. So, well, we appreciate you taking time out of your week yet again. I'm assuming that we are maybe more than penciled in on your schedule at this point, but yeah, let's go into what games we've been playing. And for some reason, I'm listed first, so a host gets to go first. Oh my gosh, I feel so privileged. I usually wait to the end, and then by the time everyone's starting talking, I was just like, all right, okay.
Oh, no,
So,
I got this. All right. So tell us what you've been playing, man.
Oh, appreciate it. So, I've been playing.
No one else appreciates it.
Well, I've been playing just everything. I've been playing everything on Game Pass, everything that has a stack, everything with obscene amounts of TA. I've been playing it all. I am here to tell you that the contest that I am in is stupid. And I don't understand why people do it.
Is it?
But I'll get more into that. Oh, yeah, it's very stupid.
I never thought you thought it was stupid.
It's stupid. So
is that the educational portion? GTAS is stupid.
It's just stupid. Foof, I know you probably score about 10,000 TAD maybe in a year or half a year. I'm not sure. Yeah, that's a week. you got to score at least 10. If you score less than 10,000 TAD in a week, yep, you're gone. You're way gone. I mean, those days have really gone. We're talking way beyond that. So obviously one must keep the flow going with the never-ending chase of TAD. So in the spirit of that, I did find a couple of games that I enjoyed. The first one was Moving Out. Has everyone played that one yet?
I haven't played it. I've seen it.
Oh,
I've seen people play it. It's like
it's
a moving
good.
sim, right?
Yeah, it's actually really good. It is like Overcooked with boxes instead of food. So it's kind of the same. I would say it's kind of the same interface as Overcooked series. I don't know. It has a lot of feel like Overcooked to it. And so you're kind of running around and you're just grabbing boxes and you're throwing them on you're like a really bad moving company. So you're really bad at what you do. But
so like every moving company?
Joke. Yeah, well, that's the joke is that, it's actually got a lot of comical aspects in it. The comedy is real subtle, but it's I think someone made this game who had a terrible experience with a moving company because it's just like you're just breaking everything. Every once in a while there's an item you can't break. That's like one of the special items and deals with like challenges. But you do a stage and you get a couple of challenges that make the game harder, and then you have to just random items that you are highlighted when you push a button, and you have to get those into the moving truck in a certain amount of time. It's actually a really enjoyable game. It's got a lot of TA on the Expo, and it's got less on the Win 10 stack, but I've played them both, and I've really enjoyed them. I really suggest anybody that just needs if anybody's hypothetically just playing a never-ending cascade of games, just blowing through them like there's not even really paying attention, just trying to get the score and just one game to the next, and you want a nice breath of fresh air, I think Moving Out might be the game for you. So, so it really came at a good time for me.
I think you mean moving out of G-Task is the game for you.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
So excited to be out of that thing in 2 weeks. Hopefully, I don't know. I might be out Monday. Who knows? I guess
you can quit anytime you like.
I can't.
No, he can't.
though.
Is it the
I
Hotel
really
California?
can't. It's not. Yeah,
You check out anytime you like.
It's just not in my DNA. I'm a big Survivor fan, and I take pride in that my torch has never been extinguished.
Oh,
and
I thought you were going to hire the tiger.
No. And so I have never been eliminated in the solo side. I've only played it once, and I made it to the finals. And so there's no eliminations in the final round. So I've never been eliminated, and I don't like the idea of being eliminated. So that's kind of what keeps me going. I don't know why it's important to me. It's really stupid, and I don't know why I do that stupid contest. Kenny, what is up with you?
You know what they call
that?
There's a word for that.
Insanity,
that you just described. Addiction.
Stupid. Yeah. Oh, all of
Stockholm
it.
syndrome. You hate it, but you're just attached.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah. I guarantee you that as bad as I am not enjoying this, there's someone in my household that is enjoying it even less. So I'll let you figure out. It's not Giggle Pig. So Fufu.
Battle Cat.
It's the rhino. It's the stuffed
Johnny
rhino.
Five.
No, the stuffed rhino's over there in the chair right now. And I think is almost done with 200,000 calories. It has been sitting in that chair doing Your Shape Fitness. It has lost a lot of calories. 200,000 almost. It's at 198,000, and it's
it's a good thing it's been doing all that
Homestretch.
exercising. The last time I saw it, it looked pretty stuffed.
Oh man,
That was good. I'll give you that.
That was good. 2 point. Wait. 2 points for Volker. All right, Fufu. I've bored you to death with my Moving Out story. So what have you got? What's your
man.
doing? Do you have any funny stories for us? Anymore?
Well,
I like funny stories.
I do have a funny story.
Oh, I'm so glad.
So Elroy, you might actually have an idea what I'm talking about, because have you started to play Halo because of G-Task?
No, I actually have. Let me tell you something.
Have you stooped down to that level yet?
I have not stooped to that level yet. Now,
you're missing out.
however, However, there was a contest, and I never got to this. And now that you bring it up, it is the perfect opportunity. I think it was when I wasn't on the podcast very regularly. I think I tried it over Christmas break, I believe it was. I had a contest that I think it was the 12 Days of Christmas contest. And so there was some letter or some day on there that there was a Halo game that was actually on my tag. Thank you, Student Achievement Factory. And so there was a Halo game on my tag, and it had all the perfect achievements for it. And I thought, well, how bad can this be? They're all real low ratio. I'll just fire it up and see what this is all about. And so I believe it was Halo, and then there's a bunch of letters, OST or something like
ODST.
that. Okay. Yeah, something like that. No idea what it stands for. And so that was the first Halo game I've ever played. I put it in. I got through the first part. I escaped from a ship. I shot a bunch of people, and then I had no idea what I was supposed to do. I walked around. I walked around some more. I could not figure out where the heck I was supposed to go.
That sounds about right for ODST.
I walked around for a good 15 minutes, and I'm like, this is just, I am not enjoying this. I have no idea why people like this. And then I turned it off and went and found something else. So there you go.
I actually had a similar experience. I played Halo 1 with my brother on Master Chief Collection, so that's really burning a hole in my completion percentage. And I'm like, okay, whatever. I did the same thing. I think it was finding audio logs in ODST, probably for 12 Days of Christmas. And I'm like, oh, they're all low ratio. They're all right here on the map. Let me do it. And I have no idea what the hell I was supposed to do in that game.
Good Lord, yeah. It didn't tell you what to do. It was like, and everything looked the same. There was no door. I swear, I did the maze trick. You know, you go all the way, turn left everywhere, checking every wall, and I went all the way around the map. I'm like, well, dang, I'm back to where I started. And then I went to the middle section and went the opposite direction. And I mean, I couldn't find anything. I have no idea how you're supposed to advance that game. But
join the club. I like linear shooters and I like open world shooters. Whatever the heck that was, I did not like it.
Reach was like not Reach. ODST was kind of like a.
Go ahead, sorry.
ODST was kind of like a hybrid of a linear and open worldish kind of a game. It had a hub world thing.
Yeah, ODST had that hub world, and yeah, it's like my second favorite Halo. I actually really love ODST. Yeah, it's Reach, ODST, 3, 2, 1 probably for me, and then I don't like 4 at all.
Okay. Well, at least you're definitely right there. Well, at least I'm not going to be alone when talking about Halo Reach. That's kind of nice.
So there's really no need to talk about it. But go ahead.
Yeah. No. Anyway, don't you have a funny Halo Reach story from like 5 minutes ago?
So Halo Reach
is killing us.
So Halo Reach, if you're not X, and you've been listening to the past few shows, then you might have known that
shots fired there. Gee.
Yeah, I had to say it. Myself, Michelle, Elle, and Prue, we finished Borderlands 2 and we decided to do Halo Reach on Halo MCC. Well, we're kind of working our way through Halo Reach. We're actually almost finished. Awesome progress in it. And Thursday night, we're like, you know what? Let's stop with the campaign. Let's do a little bit of multiplayer stuff. And we decided to go for the one achievement is to win a match-made game of Invasion in the first phase. Simplify this, it's basically it's an attack and defend kind of a thing. Well, we were playing a couple of games, the 4 of us were getting in there, and we just could not win. The idea of the achievement is you actually have to, when you're the defender, you have to stop the attackers from capturing the first point. Sounds kind of easy, but we just could not get this stupid achievement. So Elle came up with the idea of, instead of all of us getting into the same game and actually trying, what if we all split up and try to matchmake, and then we can then sabotage our own teams? Well, obviously, Prue, myself, and Michelle, that's such a stupid idea. You'll never matchmake. There's like a gajillion people playing this game. Well, we got desperate and you know what, fine. We'll humor Elle. We'll humor him at least once. We'll see if it works. I am not kidding you. Very first game, not one of us got matched up with another one. Not 3 of us got matched up together. All 4 of us, bang, same game. I could not believe it. If you have ever tried to boost a game that's active, trying to do that is nearly impossible. X and Elroy, you probably have absolutely no idea what I'm talking about when it comes to that.
Yeah, what's
Well, I'm really not surprised that Halo Reach
Kidding.
has nobody playing it, but that's okay.
Nice, Elroy.
Yeah, it's about time someone listened to me about the achievements.
But it's like, we get into the game, and when we get in, I couldn't speak for like 15, 20 seconds. I'm like, I can't believe this just worked. Well, we get into the game. Prue and Ella are on one side. Michelle and I are attacking. And basically, Michelle and I were like, all right, we're just not going to do anything. That way, you two can defend, and it'll be 6-on-4. You guys should be able to get this, right? Nah, L's on that side. His reputation for being a bad gamer, there's a reason. Sorry, I love you. It got to the point where we are the 4 people on our team where it's actually starting to win. So I'm like, you know what? How about this? How about I start to sabotage the other team? Maybe that'll help. No, still didn't help. Even me helping them shoot them, they couldn't stop them. Well, then we switch over, and Michelle and I, we get the achievement. We got it. First try, no big deal. Well, we didn't want to stop there. We had, everyone has to get the achievement, so we roll into the next game. Well, in the next game, the 3 of them were on one team, and I was by myself defending. Here's the thing that my team didn't see coming from them. I'm a master griefer. I love griefing other players. And back in the day with actual Halo Reach, I would be that guy shooting my other teammates to try to get them to kill me so then I could boot them from the game.
You monster.
Perfect. I had so much fun doing this. I griefed my own team so much that I was able to do
it. Anything else you want to get off your chest? Or?
Oh man, it was great. I got one guy really annoyed, and just from shooting him, I never killed him. I was just shooting him, and then eventually he hit me with a grenade. I went, "Oh, it's on. Let's go." And it got to the point where I just kept smacking him. I kept shooting him, and eventually he killed me 3 times. So I'm like, "Your ass is out, boot." And with that, I was able to get the 3 of them the achievement.
Wow. So you got your achievement, and so then you were done for the week. Put your Xbox up, and
I would just like to say that before X decided to challenge me for having fun, I did pretty good. I had like 2 or 3 months, 10K plus 1,000 gamer score.
That's why I figured I could do that, and then I got like 3,300 and lost. It's like, how is this possible?
So
we'll talk about that later.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's see. How about something completely different? Vulgar. What? I don't know. You got any good games?
Well, I got a game that I can't speak to it.
It's not good.
So I decided with some members of the community to play a game called DayZ. Oh, DayZ. DayZ. I call it DayZ. So DayZ
Close enough.
is a survival game that was made for the PC, and you can really tell. It was on Game Pass. I decided to just ruin a G-Taster's day, get all the achievements, tank the ratio, because I can't be in it, but I can make everyone else's day horrible.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
I feel you.
Foof have a lot in common.
This is a team.
Is it griefing fun?
This is
a community goal there. Yeah,
but see, I get something out of it because I get to boost up my ratio. But so I've been playing it. If you ever get the feeling to just go out there and play DayZ, don't. It is the most convoluted. So it's realistic in all of the wrong ways. And here's the best example I can give to you to that. So I find a pistol, and I find some pistol ammo, and I'm like, cool, let's combine the pistol ammo with the pistol. And then I couldn't do it. And it was like, well, because the pistol ammo's in a box, you have to take it out of the box. And I was like,
wow,
what?
For real?
Yes, you have to take it out of the box. You can't put it. They're just like, well, how are you going to put it in the magazine if it's in the box? Duh, dummy.
Wow.
Well, I would like to add on to that because I was sure going to ask you to talk about loading guns. So not only do you have to take it out of the box, but then it's sitting. The shells are in your backpack. Your gun is in your hand, and when you're in the menu, there's no button for load gun. So the only way that I've found that you can load a gun is to drop all your ammo on the ground, and then you stare at it, which is hard because sometimes it disappears and sometimes you just can't see it. And then you finally find it, and there's a little button. You have to hold the right trigger, and it loads your gun.
You're doing this all wrong. So here's what you have to do.
Okay.
You have to hover over your pistol. In this case, if it is a pistol, take the magazine out of the pistol. Put the magazine into your hand. Combine the magazine with the bullet, so you'll individually load every single round into the magazine. Combine the magazine with the pistol, and then you can hit Y to turn the safety off. This is very important because otherwise Chewie will shoot you in the face. And by the time you do all of that, you'll probably get the flu because it's always raining in Russia. By the way, there's supposed to be loot and all of that. I'm sure there is loot and it's fantabulous, but I only ever find car radiators and capri pants. That's it.
Oddly specific.
I know. You just like, so I'm just like, oh, this is a big warehouse. Maybe they have some sort of canned food that I could eat. No, man, they have capri pants. That's all they made in Russia, comrade.
Yeah.
And you try to find
eating them?
Yeah.
Nope, you can't.
Everything will make you sick. It's like it's the darndest thing. All the food in Russia is spoiled and you cannot eat it.
But here's a pro tip: if you try drinking from a jerry can, that is actually gasoline, and it'll make you very sick. The more you know, right?
Oh man, I wish I was playing this with you. That sounds
great.
It's well, I still have more to do, and I believe there are more members of the community that are interested in doing such things. So you might want to, hit people up about it. But a lot of ratio, I can understand why. Because like the first achievement, you'll get off the bat, you can punch a zombie to death with your bare hands, get 20G, and then the rest of them are like some other things you can do. You have to tie people up with duct tape.
Like many times.
10
many,
times.
many times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can tie yourself up though. I have no idea what would compel you to tie yourself up. Same with like you can bandage people, but if they don't need to be bandaged, you'll end up gagging that person.
Does that make sense?
You can also
that's real life. That's real life right there. You go to put a Band-Aid on someone, and then you end up gagging them. I mean, it's just that's what happens.
And then one time I messed up, and I ended up gagging myself when I wanted to put in bandages. And again, why would you do that?
Maybe you thought you looked really cool with a bandana, and then you just missed and you hit your mouth.
And as much, and I've spent now I think 8 hours on this game, one entire Saturday afternoon of my life that is never coming back. But I enjoyed it.
It's gloriously bad. It's gloriously bad. It's gloriously bad.
It hits this right niche of just so bad it's bad.
It is. It is.
And I think it could be better on PC, but yeah, it's. Ugh.
So
now, is it bad because you don't like this kind of game, or is it bad because it's actually just a bad game?
It's a bad game. It's a bad game. You should hear Waka talk about it.
Listen, when Elroy calls a game bad, it's.
Oh no, I mean it's compliment though. I've enjoyed how bad it is. It's so funny.
I think it's bad mostly because, one, it's built as a PC game, so I think on a keyboard you could probably bind specific things, and when you have it's pretty much trying to shoehorn a whole game into a controller, so that could be. I will admit I'm not as big of a fan of the style, I guess, like the whole survival aspect of it.
Freezing, drinking, eating.
Yeah, like...
Yeah. You have to do it all.
Your feet
Thermal.
your feet randomly start bleeding, and then you'll be like, "Why are my feet bleeding?" Oh yeah, my shoes ran out. They just
that happened to Waka the other day.
Jeez.
Yeah, and then you'll just be bleeding, or you'll die of hypothermia, or cholera, or whatever. It's intensely interesting. It's unique.
And there's zombies trying to kill you, so it's the perfect storm. So
on top of all that.
Yeah, on top of that, it's not just survive. It is, there's things running around trying to kill you also. So.
Well, and depending on the server that you join, there could also be other players trying to kill you with more stuff than you.
Well, speaking of which, so if you're interested in enjoying this fun, I mean, just fantastic experience, we do have a server. So if you're a fan of the show or you just part of the community and you want to come join us and probably restrain and shoot each other in the face, I still got to beat someone to death with a hammer like 15 times. So maybe that can be you. So we have a server. So it's
Redacted.
and the password it's swordfish Z215 blue 24 blue 24 up down left right BA start.
Is that a sports ball reference?
It is.
Yeah, there you go.
Four
That's
words,
the password,
all uppercase, all lowercase.
Yeah, that may or may not be all of the letters. So, X, you've been waiting so patiently.
Whew.
So, are you going to talk about something you sent me a screenshot of?
I sure am, as a matter of fact. How nice
make
of
sure
you
you
to
talk.
ask.
Make sure you talk about that.
So, people who listen regularly know that when Elroy and I play Artifex Mundi games, we've come to expect certain things, such as waking someone up with smelling salts and cutting glass with a diamond. I am sad to report that the two most recent ones feature neither of those things, though you did have to bandage somebody up in Ghost Files, so there's that. But yeah, that's what I've been up to. I've been doing some Artifex Mundi catch-up. I missed the last two. And again, I like these games, I really do. So, Secret Order Shadow Breach and Ghost Files Memory of a Crime. Ooh. The stories are all the same. Bad evil spirit, you beat evil spirit, and that's about it. It's crazy how that can happen in, an Enchanted Forest
Everywhere.
fantasy and, 1940s New York City and be the exact same story. But that's Artifex Mundi for you, right? But what Elroy was referring to, in the Secret Order Shadow Breach, there was a hungry raccoon that was blocking your way forward. What do you do when there's a hungry raccoon in your way, Elroy?
Well, is it Willie or really hungry? I mean, when he sent me this screenshot, the spelling was atrocious.
Yes, it was.
It was hard to even focus. I was equal parts excited and disgusted because it was awesome. There was a raccoon cameo in a game, but on the same hand, it wasn't a raccoon. It was a raccoon.
A raccoon, yeah.
It was It was a raccoon, which was RACOON. That was really REALY.
Yeah.
Angry.
It's like they forgot that you can hit the same key on the keyboard twice in a row.
Yeah,
it's weird.
Yeah,
but, so hungry raccoon blocking your progress. you needed to grab, I believe, a set of keys that he was sitting on. So what do? You give him a candy bar, which totally didn't look like a ripoff of a Snickers. And then the raccoon's like, "Cool, thanks." He didn't actually say that. He just went into the garbage can because what else would a raccoon do with a candy bar other than go eat it in a garbage can?
Trash panda.
And then you can grab your keys and then do the thing.
There you go.
Yeah. Kelsey and I wrapped up Lego Marvel's Avengers at about 6 o'clock this morning, actually, which is, about noon for everybody else. So we did that. We've been playing that for about a month, and we just sort of kicked it into high gear and went and did all the free play and the collectibles. Finished that up. We even did the DLC. That is her first completed game with DLC. She's quite proud of herself.
There was some sick Black Panther in that one, too. I did that one.
Yeah. No, that was a good one. I enjoyed. I like the Lego games to begin with. I know Foof hates them. But
yeah, not my thing.
Not mine either.
I was a fan.
Bricks, oof.
Yeah.
Oof.
And it was also nice because we are rewatching the MCU right now. And
I so want to do that.
The level of detail that went into the Lego games to perfectly recreate the scenes, it's actually really impressive.
The Winter Soldier stuff was really cool, and it's the only way to play. If you're a fan of the Winter Soldier, that Lego game is the only way to play through the Winter Soldier. Yeah.
It was just cool, down even to things that you shouldn't care about. I'm going to spoil the first Avengers, because who cares at this point. But when Loki attacks in the shield base, and there's different stages to the fight, the Lego game followed that, and then you go into the parking lot, and there's the same number of cars, and the parking lot garage is the same shape. It was just super well done. Someone spent a lot of time watching the movies when they programmed the levels. All in all, I can leave it at that. Yep, so we wrapped that up.
Awesome.
And then I have finally gotten back into Assassin's Creed Odyssey.
I'm so proud of you.
My save file was from October 18th, 2018.
Oof.
Is that the last time you played that game
was
for fun?
the last time I played that game for fun, and then I went on the quest to 1,000,000, and I've sort of just been wrapping up, and I wrapped up Assassin's Creed Rogue a couple weeks ago, and yeah, now I'm back into Odyssey. That's going to be my focus for the foreseeable future.
I think I know the answer to this, and it may not even be available anymore, but did you do the cheap user-created levels, or did they actually get rid of those?
They did patch those out, I believe. Obviously, the user-created levels are still there, but the quick 1 second 10k XP, those are gone.
Oh, that's a bummer. Okay.
No,
well,
it's not, because I'm going to enjoy the game.
You're playing for
Yeah.
fun and not for
I'm playing
achievement.
for fun, Hellboy. Someday
man.
I hope that you can remember what it's like.
Oh, maybe. I don't know, man.
Hopefully
It may be too late
in
for me.
2 weeks. I
Well,
was going to say hopefully in 1 week. I'm not that mean.
oh, man. Well, quickly, I did actually enjoy another game. It was called Westerado. I know that's Waka's baby, and that he really likes that game, and he's probably talked about it at great lengths. I've really enjoyed that game, and I was playing it because I thought it had a high rating because, you and I were kind of going in a heavyweight belt, Mr. X. And so I thought,
in fact, you should continue playing that game. I'm cool with that.
I was like, man, this thing, I just thought that it was loved by all, and then I kind of glanced at the rating, and I was like, 3? I was like, what? I thought this thing was supposed to be like everyone liked this game. So I don't know. So if you're listening out there, please go give Westerado 5 stars because it deserves it, and it helps me out.
If you're gonna do that, please go give Assassin's Creed Odyssey 5 stars because it's at freaking 4.59 right now.
Oh my!
I need that 4.6.
And then also I've been wrapping up Dead Rising 4. I've been playing that like way too much, but I've talked about that before, so I won't go into that. So. What about you, Mr. Foof? Did you have anything else to add?
Speaking of playing games way too much. Now, you talked about addiction a little bit ago.
Oh, it's bad.
I've had 2 addictions. Gems of War and Vostok Inc. So, not to go into Gems of War again, because I've talked about this before, but X, this is why, I completely fell off the boat with actually scoring, because I just have been doing nothing but playing Gems of War. And when I'm not playing Gems of War, I've been playing Vostok Inc. Have any of you played this?
No, I saw you put it down, and I looked it up on the Bing, because I use the Bing, and I use
Elroy's rubbing off on you.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
to
gotta
get those
use
points.
The
Bing,
Gotta get the points.
Yeah.
And the
You guys are gonna learn. I'm with you.
The description on Vostok Inc. was enough to get me to look into it more, because it said it was a hardcore game for casual players and a casual game for hardcore players, where you played as a narcissistic, yuppie, like megalomaniac, I believe was the direct quote from the little blurb. Is this accurate? I need more details.
Is this the one that has like picture art of some guy in like a tub of cash or something? Like he may or may not be naked. I'm not 100% sure. Is that a different game I'm playing?
I don't think that's a game you're playing.
Okay,
I think
never
you're
mind.
looking at the wrong parts of Bing.
I gotta get those filters going. All right, never mind that.
Okay. Well, Vostok Inc. is... Well, it really could not be more of a Kenny game. It is a shoot-'em-up management game. Now, one thing, I love management games, but along with that, I love idle games. Like, I don't know if you guys have ever played one of them on, like, mobile, but it's basically like one of those games where you kind of, you buy this, that, and the other thing, and you start making money each second, and you can level them up and make more money in a second, and you go from making, like, $6 a minute to, like, $779 quadrillion a second. So
like for love of money, that make it rain.
Make it rain. That's what it's called. For
yeah.
money.
I thought it was for make it rain. Oh, come on, man! This
I don't know that one.
I did
you'd love
Adventure
this
Capitalist. That was the one I've done.
Oh, man.
Yes, Adventure Capitalist. Okay, you're with me. But like I said, also along with that is also a shoot 'em up. So you're like in space and you got to colonize every single planet and you're like putting buildings on there, and the buildings are draining the planet of its natural resources, but it's turning into cash, so it's cool. And you're sitting there collecting money, and then you go into the next planet, and then once you colonize all the planets in our solar system, you then you hop on over to the next one and do this whole thing again. And it's very much one of those games where I'll just do one more thing and just do one more thing. And like I probably started playing it like 11 o'clock last night. I'm like, yeah, I'll do a couple of things. And then next thing I know, it's 1 a.m. and I'm like, oh my God, I need to go to bed. It's way too late now.
Bed at 1 a.m. That's cute.
I was gonna say, Mr. X was just eating lunch
Right.
around there.
Yeah, it's very much a Kenny game. I am very much addicted to it. It's great.
Are there achievements?
There are achievements.
Oh.
That's a great question.
So
Good question.
Good answer. Good answer.
the achievements are kind of straightforward. Destroy 1,000 asteroids, destroy 5,000 enemies, put the extractors on like all the different planets, colonize all the different planets, stuff like that. There are a couple of grindy ones, like the one
As opposed to destroy 5,000 enemies
no, that's
and 1,000
easy.
asteroids. Oh, okay.
That's easy. Like you need to reach what was it? Yeah. Have 1 quadrillion galactic production per second. So I'm
That seems
just
like a lot.
it's a lot. I got a couple billion, so I've got a way before I get there.
All right. I may have to look that up. Now, hypothetically, if someone was just playing for TAD and nothing else these days.
I would not recommend it.
Okay.
There's only 385 TA difference to be had.
Oh, God. Okay.
I would look it up after
2
the
weeks.
task, and
Yeah,
you might
2 weeks.
hypothetically enjoy it.
Oh, thank you. All right. See, and let's wrap it up with Vulgar, man. What was something else you've been doing?
So, some of the things I've been doing and working on, I was challenged in a tag team format to score as much gamer score as I can in games that have under 1,000 gamer score. And so I dug deep and looked hard and realized I had a bunch of old Sega Genesis games that I had just started and never so I've been trying that. I got to try Comic Zone. I have a
that's a good one.
Vendetta. It's something. I've been trying that game since I've been a very small boy, and I've never beaten it, and now is the time. So I'm gonna do that.
Well, you can rewind and all that. So
Right?
right?
I could save state, which
yeah.
couldn't do as a child.
Right. So it should be easy, right?
Yeah, I was a dumb kid, and I grew up to be an even dumber man. But I think I can beat Comic Zone. I finally finished Golden Axe, the arcade version of Golden Axe. Only took me 12 years, so we made it.
That's one of those games you start off and you're like, man, this is really, well, at least back in the day, you're like, man, this is really great. And then it just wears off really fast because the difficulty ramps up really fast. And you're like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
And you can only keep booting it up and getting your butt handed to you at the end of the first or the beginning of the second stage so many times. And you're just like, it was a cool concept though.
There's so many of those that are just like on the 360 that are like 200 points. And yeah, it all makes me laugh because I have a 1X, so I have this 4K console, I have this 4K television, and I'm
they're
paying.
enhanced though.
Yeah, they're upscaling this, like, yeah,
The 16 bits really pop on that. I assume.
all those colors, both of them.
Yeah, sure. Shoot, that's cool. Yeah, I used to love some old Genesis games, but yeah. Not all of them have remakes. So anyway, that was something. Let's move on to our.
Well, hold on. Why don't I get a round 2 for what we've been doing?
Because
you cheated, man. You did like 5 things.
He's not wrong.
Did you have something else you wanted to add?
I just want to say, TA community, you keep being you. I fired up Injustice 2 for the Windows 10 version, and I got 4 people, 2 on TA and 2 on Xbox, message me, hey, do you want to boost the online? Nope. No, I don't. Go away.
Wow, gosh. Who are you? Okay. Well, all right. We'll keep being you, TA, and stop scoring so much TAD. So moving on to discussion and news. First topic, as well, a little quick one I have for you is I've been playing a lot of real games lately, and when I say real games, the way I denote real games is if they have more than 4 buttons, then it's one of those games you paid probably, that's probably a AAA game, because most of the games I've played throughout my gaming is 2-3 buttons max. But anyway, I've got games that I've had to play that have all kinds of buttons. Now, in doing so, I've reached a variety here, and so the latest example came to me courtesy of, I think it was Dead Rising and State of Decay 2, in the sense that Dead Rising 4. And so I've been playing those, and there's probably another shooter in there somewhere, and then another one that's kind of similar. And what I've noticed is I can't keep track of where all these freaking buttons go. So my question to y'all is should they make it a rule that the sprint button is in the same freaking place? Because I can never find the sprint button. It's like literally on State of Decay, it's left bumper. On Dead Rising 4, it's right bumper. On Westerado, it's, I believe, X or something, or Y. You're running around. Well, granted, that's, got less buttons. But anyway, we got jump is pretty much universal A, correct? And shoot X, right? On
pretty
simpler
much.
games. Or
Don't
right
shoot
trigger.
me.
Wait.
Or right trigger. Yeah. And so sprint seems to be the wild card here, and I have a real problem with sprint. So where would y'all place sprint if you had the opportunity?
I'm going to butt in and go first. Sprint should always be click in the left thumbstick.
He's
That's
correct.
the other one. You're already moving with the left thumbstick. Just push it down and don't do anything extra. Done.
Yeah, that's right. DayZ does that. Yeah. Yep.
I'm with X on that
But
one.
sometimes
I
that's
have my Elite controller. One of my paddles is the left stick, so I don't even have to click it in. I just use my left ring finger.
Sometimes you hit the left stick down and you start ducking and doing some weird stuff like crouching around and look like you have back problems.
I am actually going to say that for sprint, it should actually be game dependent, because different games are requiring you to do different things with your hands.
Whoa, wait.
Thumbstick.
So you come butting in here with it should just depend? This was a question I posed to you. Where should it be? So tell me, Mr. Vulgar, gun to your head. Where is the sprint? Where is the sprint button, Vulgar?
Oh, man, use Verizon instead.
What?
What?
That was a cellular phone.
I think you're dead. I think he was lost.
Right, the person with the gun.
I'm going to say he did shoot him.
I was going to say,
Shoot him
with
again.
the person with the gun was not pleased with your response. I'm
No,
sorry.
I'm sorry. What I will say is that certain games, like with Westerado, I don't know if I'd want to have it on the left thumbstick, because I'd want more precise control over the 2D plane. So I'd want it on a specific button, because some games I might misclick, or I want to walk, or sprint's not going to be as big of a factor. For some games like Halo or Call of Duty 4, I had it on the left or on the left stick, and I'd click it in. But others, I might want to toggle it. Maybe the toggle on or off doesn't work. Yeah, I just say it's dependent. I'm sorry, I'm a jellyfish. I'm gonna be Switzerland, man. It just depends.
And you're dead. All right, so finish this up.
I'm agreeing with X on this one. It should definitely be on the left stick. Your thumb is already there. You're already moving with that. Just click and you start running. That just makes sense.
I'd like to add an asterisk to that, actually. Games where you prefer using the D-pad, like any platformer, you should just sprint by default.
That's also a good answer. Good answer.
Gosh.
Good answer.
Here he comes again.
There's some games,
What's wrong with that answer?
Because there's some games where I don't want to sprint all the time, because I might need more finite control. Like
then hold down your precious X button and don't run.
Better.
Like
Just
Meat
get
Boy, you need that finite control.
I'm so disappointed.
I'm
All right, so Mr. Foof, you had a spine, and you also have another topic for us. What's up?
Oh man. All right, well, this is level 95, and level 100 is coming up pretty quick. Like, I can't believe we've actually almost done 100 of these things. That is incredible. So I'm just going to throw it out to the community. We want to do something kind of special for level 100. If you guys got any ideas, throw them our way. Maybe we might do them, or maybe we'll shoot you down and completely ignore it. Who knows?
Remind them what we did last time for our 1-year anniversary.
So for the 1-year anniversary... And this is up on YouTube if you would like to see it. All 8 of us that are on staff, that is myself, Elroy, X, Waka, L, Michelle, Nate, and Corey. Woo! All 8 of us did a live stream for like 2 hours or something like that. And we basically did like a pseudo panel kind of a thing. It was awesome. It was great.
It gave birth to Angel Waka.
Yes, it did. Wow, that's like a year old.
Yes.
Well, almost.
Because the sun literally went all the way across the sky, and he turned into an angel. It was amazing.
It was so great. Oh, that was so much fun.
Yeah. So, all right. So there's some ideas. Get those going. Let us know. So, speaking of feedback, we got some questions for us. A lot of questions. So I don't know who asked these questions, but here, I'll take the first one. What genre of game do you just not get? Like, everyone says it's awesome, but it misses the mark for you.
Everyone listening, you already know what Elroy's going to say. I'm just throwing that out there. Before he even tells you his answer, you already know it. Place your bets now.
All right. Oh, well, let's see. I'm just going to go jump in a car. Okay. Let me just do it in the video game because I don't have a car down there in my garage or out in my driveway. So, I just want to go driving. That sounds like a lot of fun because road trips, great. And especially when you do it for several hours and if you drive a lot for work and, I don't get it.
But what if I told you that Forza Horizon has a lot of TAD?
It's the worst. Oh my gosh.
Volker.
Oh my gosh.
Forza Horizon 4, you could just...
That is such a good game too.
Well, if you put a gun to my head, I would probably say, I don't know. I don't know what I would do. It depends.
Volker, is that you?
Oh.
No, I would do it. I would do it. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm saying it. Yeah, I've played worse. Why not?
You could probably get a Rhino to drive.
So
2,000 miles for you.
Something. I'm sure I could automate it somehow. I got several ways I can do it. So I mean, I don't know what you do in those games. I assume you just drive. So how hard is it just to hold down the gas and just go? I don't know which trigger is it trigger? Would that be go for most cars? I guess it is. So I didn't know if it was different in like an actual car, if they just changed it up or whatever. But
now what about kart racers? Like, do you like Mario Kart, or is it literally just you're in a car, it sucks?
Kart racers, their kryptonite is that it doesn't matter what you do. You could crash into every single wall. And you fly off the cliff, fly into the lava, fly wherever, just if you're the worst driver, whatever, when you get down to the final lap, it's like, oh my gosh, I'm in this. And then it comes down to like the last 10 seconds. The rubber banding in those games just piss me off. I don't know. It's like you're never out of it. You could run a perfect race and then all of a sudden someone hits you with something from, and then you just go flying off and then they get you in the last 5 seconds. And it's like, oh, that was fun. Great times.
Yeah.
I mean,
he's not completely wrong there.
Yeah, it's just I don't get it. I don't know. What about you, Foof?
For me, and this is probably going to strike a nerve with a lot of people, but platformers.
Gasp. Those are my favorite.
Yeah, I don't know. They're just not my thing. I mean, it might be because I suck at them, but yeah, I just press A, jump, got it. All right, grab that ledge. All right, now this time we're going to hit A twice, double jump. All right, got that ledge. Pull yourself up. All right, let's do it again. Jump over the lava. Oh, I missed it. Let's try it again.
Looks like someone's not getting Ultimate Chicken Horse.
Yeah.
I'm actually going to be playing that in the next couple days. You'll be proud of me.
Oh man. Yeah. Now the worst is actually, I mean, I don't say it's the worst. It's actually kind of comical. Is when you're looking at the screen and your person's not even standing on the ledge. Like you get all the way to the edge, and then the tech feature of it, the hit contact on it, and your feet are literally not even on the platform, and you can still jump off of it. Those are the ones that crack me up, where you're jumping off air.
Like, there's a few that I really do like. Like, I like Crash Bandicoot and I like Spyro, but like as a whole, like I don't know, if I didn't really grow up with the game and I have nostalgia for it, I don't much care about it.
Oh, well, now you bring up an interesting point. 2D versus 3D platformers. See, I like 2D platformers. 3D platformers, I don't like it. The camera always gets wonky. It's like it always gets stuck under a ledge or behind a lighthouse or something, and I can never get the camera where I want, and then I don't know where I'm jumping, and I can't see where I'm going, and then, I don't know, they usually make them way too complex, and I don't know.
I'm the exact opposite. Give me a good 3D platformer any day, I'll love it, but 2D platformer,
yeah.
I'll put you on that one next.
Shoot. No, I am going to be very interested in what I'm sure Volger's answer is going to be very well received by the mustached brochacho over there. So, what about you, Volger?
I don't like turn-based Japanese RPGs. Just not for me.
So disappointed.
To me, a lot of them feel like a DVD menu that I just happen to be playing along with.
That is the best comparison I think I've ever heard of them. DVD menu.
So, like, there's some
2 points for Volger.
There's some I do enjoy. I enjoyed Mario RPG, but that's because it's more active. I'm not just sitting there. I can dodge, I can attack, and it has Mario. I like the Mario, but like most Final Fantasies I can't do. I just get incredibly bored very quickly with the entire combat.
Hold on, Volker. Gun to your head! You said Mario and Mario. Is it Mario or Mario? Gun to your head.
It's Mario. I was just
saying,
okay,
thank you.
I was just saying
right
Mario.
answer.
Was that so hard?
You're already dead, but you were alive this time.
Yeah, you can stop. He's already dead.
JRPGs are great.
JRPGs have a lot of strategy involved. I do actually appreciate the DVD menu.
No,
I do like that.
That cuts deep, and it's kind of true at the same time.
Right,
they do
exactly.
They do have a lot of strategy, and I can really appreciate that. And it's very weird because I can play other ones. Like I play Dungeons and Dragons, and that's a big JRPG where I'm just picking out of my own. But I don't know. It just, when I was a kid, I was always like, why are you standing there? He's right there. Just hit him. Hit him with your sword. He's standing right there. Just don't stand there and get hit by it.
Yeah, and they're still like facing forward, and you flank them, and they're still staring forward. It's like, wow, you must move really quick. So
I
will
will
say that unlike certain other people, I respect that we have different opinions and accept yours.
Aw. Well, I'll also say Earthbound. Earthbound was also the other one that I'm like, that game's great. It breaks the mold, but for the most part, like most Final Fantasy games, I'm not a fan of.
Spoiler alert. It's not ever the Final Fantasy. They're going to keep milking that cow.
100%.
Oh, yeah. So, X, you got any genre that you just don't get?
Yeah, and the disclaimer is I'm going to offend some people because I don't know the difference. But roguelike and roguelite, they're the same thing in my book. Start a game, die in 5 seconds, start it again, die in 7 seconds, start it again, die in 12 seconds. Why the heck would I want to play the same thing 14 times before I can make it to the next level? That sounds awful and unappealing.
Is that actually two different genres?
I think, and
I mean, I honestly don't know.
You're about to
I don't know either.
I think
I honestly don't know.
No, I think roguelike is, I believe Rogue was the first game, and it did that style where you die, but you sort of keep your stuff to help progress further. So any game that copies that style is a roguelike, but then roguelite, they take out some of the progression elements, or it's easier or something. Like, there is a difference, but there's not a difference. And I just lost us like 14 subscribers. I'm sorry, guys. But...
Come back.
No,
I love Isaac. I got him.
I don't know if anyone wants to like tell me the difference. I would actually genuinely want to know.
Yeah. I feel like I learned something. I'm just not sure what I learned. But I learned that there's more than one.
I believe, and this will get me corrected Thursday at some point in the Discord, but I believe that Rogue is just very similar to the game Rogue, and Rogue Lite has the progression elements where each time you play it, you don't start with the same set. So in Rogue, you started out with the same base thing, and maybe some of the different conditions change, but like for things like the Binding of Isaac, the more runs that you play, the more different items you unlock, or maybe your stats get better, so that each subsequent run maybe gets a little bit more different. Like Rogue Legacy, like that's one where you get money and you improve, so that you have a natural progression. I think.
All right.
So
I will be corrected.
Too terribly far off if we are indeed right-ish.
No, I wasn't saying that. I was just.
Well, y'all are both way ahead of me because I didn't know what it was.
I just don't get it though. It's like, why would I want to play the same thing?
You're not wrong.
Times. I just let me play it once, and now I'm on level 2. I'll play that once. Now I'm on level 3.
Yes.
I don't want to spend 6 hours playing level 1 just to make it to level 2. To have to spend another 6 hours playing level 2 before I make it to level 3.
Yeah, it's like, let's just give them more gameplay by just making them frustrated.
Right? Yeah, I don't know.
Current levels.
I don't know.
Yeah. Well, let me just throw this out there that speaking of genres, the on rails genre is a little misleading. That has nothing to do with trains. I've been playing a lot of train games with Train Simulator and Ticket to Ride and Snaky Bus, and which isn't a bus, it's a train. But I've been playing a lot of train games, and I think it's time they get their own genre, just train. Since on rails is already taken. All right.
I forgot.
Next question.
I got this.
Next question.
I got this one.
All right.
Movie tie-in games are a thing of the past. What current movie would you like to see have a tie-in? What kind of game would it be, and what would the achievements look like if you could make your own list? You got one, Elroy?
Oh, absolutely. Sharknado, man. Sharknado, just think about it, man. There's so many different ways you could play that out. You could make it a shooter. You can make it a platformer. You got to get to the top of the tornado, or something. Oh, man, I'd just be excited to see what I'm a little surprised they didn't have a tie-in game, just, because that was kind of a, cult following type game or movie. But, no, that'd be a cool one. Yeah. The other one that came to me is one of my favorite movies is Princess Bride. I'm not sure how they would make that into a game. I guess it would have to be like just a story-based game.
They could make it a visual novel.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of action sequences in there where you're fencing with Inigo Montoya, with a six-fingered man. There's all kinds of stuff where you're battling Fezzik, a battle of strength, the battle of wits. That would be kind of fun to do, and I don't know, it'd just be kind of fun to just play that movie out as a video game. I think get to wrestle with some ROUSs in the. I
don't think those exist.
Oh, oh, yeah. They yeah. And what are the little things that the holes where you fall in? I forget. It's been a few years since I've seen it, but yeah. Anyway, I really like that movie, and it'd be a cool game. So yeah, that's my response.
It sounds like some scripted QuickTime garbage. I'm just gonna put it out there that would be made by Don Bluth or something.
Oh, I was thinking it could be Telltale's Glorious Return, man.
No, Telltale makes Don Bluth look. Telltale is a whole league above.
You're just really making everyone happy here.
It's way better.
Coming in with the hot takes.
Yeah.
All right, let's skip around a little bit. Vulgar. What movie tie-in game?
So I'm gonna make one that Elra would hate. But I would like a Fast and the Furious. Like all those movies could make some pretty fun little video games where you like.
We already
maybe
got that with Forza.
Yeah, actually, yeah.
Well,
There's
that's
a
the-
free one.
That no.
And it's real quick completion. I actually did that one.
Yeah,
Is
no.
that what all of them are like?
No,
I mean, I wouldn't do it if it took more than 3 hours. But yeah.
No, you can't. No, I want some Vin Diesel there, man. I want to drive that car with the wheels. I want to jump off some buildings.
That
Give me
car
that
with the
stuff.
wheels?
Rob a bank. I think they did that once. They all kind of blend together. Give me some with The Rock. Yeah, those would be fun. You could do like a driving style, like maybe get out of the car to do like a heist or whatever, and then it's mostly driving and action sequences. Maybe like a Need for Speed, Most Wanted kind of thing with like police chases, and you could do stuff like that. I think that'd be cool. And then the other one was the Marvel
except for-
movies. God, sorry, didn't we cut you off there, dude?
So, I was say maybe if you made these Fast and Furious games where you're not driving all the time, maybe like a third person where just Vin Diesel's just running around and you don't have to get in the cars. I'll meet you halfway. I'll meet you halfway.
I don't know, man. You might want to play the Chronicles of Riddick. That's on the 360, but
That actually does sound exactly like what you're talking about.
Yeah,
right?
It's not
Oh,
wrong.
man.
Never even heard it. I've never played it.
Oh, it's good. Escape from Butcher Bay. That is.
Hypothetically, TAD, maybe?
Dude, that game's old.
Speaking of addiction,
Yeah, it's on 360. It doesn't have any, I'm sure.
All
Unless
right.
it's a Kinect game.
Nope.
And even then, you wouldn't play it. You'd just have your Rhino be Vin Diesel.
That's right. Yeah.
Kenny, what
Yeah,
you
he's
got
getting
for
close.
movie tie-in?
well, when I first looked at this, it said what current movie, and I went,
Oh, yeah.
I haven't seen
Oh, shoot.
any current movie. So
I totally did not see that word in there.
Yeah.
I was just about to say, and then Elroy brings out The Princess Bride.
Princess
and
Bride,
I
that's
guess
like
current
40
has
years old.
changed.
40 years old, come in with that musty reference. Yep. Sorry about that.
And I was just kind of like legitimately just like looking at it recently. I haven't seen any movie in 2020, and I think
no one has seen
neither
it
has anyone else, yeah.
2020.
Well, you know what I mean. I think the most quote unquote, and I'm doing air finger quotation marks, current movie I've seen was Captain Marvel, which came out March 8th of 2019. So it's well over a year old. And I saw that a few months ago.
Why do you want to game up for it, or is it just because that's the only movie you've seen in the last 5 years?
I think that's like the only movie I've seen in the last few months, so I think I have to use that by default.
That's just what we need is another Marvel game. That sounds grand.
Oh, you don't even know who Captain Marvel is. Go away.
I really don't. I didn't understand that character.
There's two.
It seemed like, oh gosh, it seemed like a ripoff of Superman.
Oh, no.
Yikes.
Let me drop some nerd knowledge on you.
Please
Oh, it's
do.
good. This is about to get
Excuse
good.
me, sir.
Do it.
So, the first Captain Marvel was actually Shazam. He was made by Fawcett Comics somewhere in the 40s, outsold Superman, so DC Comics took him to court, and then DC Comics ended up buying Fawcett Comics, and then the whole rights to Captain Marvel went into disarray, and that's when they gave Captain Marvel on Marvel's side, which was a dude. He died of cancer in the comic books, and then Carol Danvers was Ms. Marvel, and then she became Captain Marvel. Carol Danvers has a lot of different things too. She was binary and Warbird. She's one of the most OP Avengers in the comic books. I've read a lot of Marvel comics. That's neither here nor there.
No,
They got
keep
can-
going. School him.
they-
Oh man,
They got-
Vulgar, gun to your head. Captain Marvel or Hyperion? Gun to your head.
King Hyperion, dude. He's XP Superman. Squadron Supreme.
Yeah.
All right.
So they actually have cancer in the comic books. It seems like you wouldn't want to have cancer in comic books.
No, especially not if you're
Read it
Captain
for-
Marvel. He's quite dead.
All right.
Kind of like you with that first gun to your head, but I will make up for Foof's lack of an answer. I actually put some thought into this one, and I think,
Okay.
because it's a current movie too, a John Wick game in Devil May Cry style would just be fantastic.
Did you know there's a John Wick game already on PC?
Is there really?
There
Really?
is. Yes.
I don't follow PC because I'm not a scrub.
No, yeah, no. It's a turn-based strategy game.
Oh. That seems
That's-
very not John Wick.
Well,
That's weird.
yeah, you plan out your moves. So there's bad guys, and then you have a certain number of moves, and then you plan out what you're going to do, whether or not you're going to shoot, and that takes actions, and then you can kill people in melee. But Devil May Cry sounds much better.
Yeah, I didn't even know that existed, and I'm still not interested. But no,
maybe they'll port it over. They'll port it over like they did DayZ. That was a success. So.
Yeah, please do.
God. No, I feel like John Wick would work really well, because the whole thing, it's an action movie. You know, you'd advance through the plot, the conversation through cutscenes, and then you just have the fights, and you got your melee, and you got to find weapons on the ground, whatever you can get, and you have your guns, but limited ammo, because he runs out of ammo, and I think it'd be like a lot of cool set pieces, and you could recreate the movies, and it would be pretty cool. And also, there would have to be an achievement for killing a man with a pencil.
With a pencil.
There's another word there.
The Baba Yaga.
Unfortunately, in that
I haven't seen it.
I haven't seen him either.
Oh,
So
you guys are missing out.
I think I saw the Joker kill someone with a pencil once, but that was about the extent.
That was pretty badass.
The pencil deaths that I've seen. Foof, why don't you take the next one?
All right. What was a game/achievement you were told would be easy, but wound up being a pain for you?
Dark Souls.
Did not see that coming.
Dark Souls. Because my brother was like, hey, you like RPGs, you like JRPGs, pick up Dark Souls, you'll love it. We all know how that turns out. I don't love it. Have I mentioned I hate that game? But yeah, that was it. Everyone's like, oh, once you learn the flow of combat, it's easy. On your 14th playthrough, everything is so easy. No, it's not. It doesn't get easy. It's not easy. It was miserable, and I hate it.
So 14th playthrough, so it was roguelike or roguelite?
How many I did 2.5 playthroughs, and I hated all 2.5 of them.
All right.
Well, don't sugarcoat it. Tell me how you really feel.
Well, if you want to find out more of how he feels, I think we have a episode 90, I believe that was, right?
That sounds right.
No. Yeah.
Yeah. And that's
Yeah,
where
actually
you're
good
like,
memory.
he's been on the past 3 weeks. Like, no, I haven't. But, you know, it's
I
all,
was sitting
it's
there
all
trying
good.
to remember what episode that was. Yeah, level 90. I think that's it.
Yeah,
our
because
top
we
90
talked about our
pointers, 'cause
90.
The two endings for Horrible Souls are both 90 pointers.
Oh, yeah.
How about you, Elroy?
So there's this little game. It's called Jack Quest something. I had it pulled up because I knew I wouldn't remember. Jack Quest Tale of the Sword. It is actually a Metrovania game for some reason, but it's a really easy completion. It's a real quick game. It's only worth 184 TAD. However, if you're like me, you come up a little short on that game because there's this one achievement. It is called Spiked, and it is a 50 gamer score achievement, and it has a ratio of 1.00, and you get it for being impaled for the first time. Now, if you've played this game, there are spikes all over the freaking place. It's not hard to find spikes. In fact, if you were diving this game, why you would, I don't know. You just play another 2 hours and be done. But if you just start the game, you can find spikes within 1 minute of including cutscenes of your girlfriend being dragged down into the earth. Okay, now
Spoilers.
yeah, spoiler alert. So, and you're gonna go find her. Now, this game has 771 tracked gamers. Of those 771 gamers,
All of them regret
tracked, 766 of them have this achievement. Only 5 people that have this game do not have this achievement, and I am one of them. Why? It will not pop. I've tried everything. I've impaled my poor character. I've made shish kebabs out of him over and over again. I think it's because I had it on, I was trying to use it on an account that wasn't mine the first time I played it, and so it popped under that account, and then I saw that it wasn't going to pop the achievements on my account, so I stopped playing it immediately, and so that was the only achievement that I popped on while using someone else's license on it. And so So now I can't get it. I think I'm going to actually have to buy this game just for this achievement. It is currently $9.99 for 50 gamer score, 0 TAD. I think that's the only solution. But this is an achievement that kind of got away from me. I am one of 5 people that cannot get this achievement, apparently. So I wonder what the story is on the other 4. I don't know.
Do you remember what we call that, Elroy?
Oh, it is a muffed completion.
Muffed completion.
Indeed. Very muffed. That's terrible. I can't believe I can't get that one.
Elroy's really good at dying in video games.
Yeah, I mean,
except this one.
Except for this one. I can't. I guess you're left to assume that I just ran through the entire game, never once hit a spike. So I guess maybe it's a compliment to me that I'm just so good at games that I did not hit a spike the entire duration of this game because I beat everything. You know, it's a completed game. Other than that,
seems legit.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, Vulgar. What about you?
I'm not liking this.
So there's a game called Snaky Bus. You're a bus. That's
Indeed.
also a snake. And in it, I have an achievement left that's called...
You're a train on rails, man.
Called Blaze It. For getting 420 segments. All of the solutions...
That's a great achievement.
Lol, so random. We all laughed. A great time was had by all. Except for me. Because I've done everything that everyone's ever told me to do with it. Like, go to this map, just drive around in a circle, and you'll be able to get it. No, that bus doesn't control well. I just can't get it to work. And
maybe it's because you don't respect that, because you're calling it a bus. It's a train.
It is a bus. It says right there on the card, City Bus, all caps.
It's a bus train. It's a bus train. I guess we're both wrong.
I'm not a fan of it, so I deleted it. I'm never going to complete it. I don't care anymore. It's not happening.
Oh, man. I enjoyed that game.
One of these days I'm going to play that. I was really hyped when I saw it. I'm like, oh, this looks great.
It
never
is.
played it for some reason.
It's really fun. I just can't do it. I don't know why.
Well, for myself, the game that everyone it's supposed to be so easy, it has like no TA difference in it, is Foxyland. Both of these games can go burn in hell for all I care. I hate these games.
Whoa.
No, I agree with you.
What
Probably
about the
my bottom 5 rats, both of them.
But what about the dessert? The dessert possum.
The dessert possum is cute, but
he
the
can go
game
with
is
him.
not.
I hate these games. Like Foxyland 1, I managed to complete. I lost about half of my hair tearing it out trying to play this game.
Nothing wrong
but
with
I
that.
completed it. Foxyland 2 makes me look like X. I die.
Minus
and
the
then
cool
I die,
mustache.
and I just die some more. I cannot beat Foxyland 2, and it's the game.
It's a
I'm
platform.
okay with it not being completed. I don't care. It's deleted. It's not. I'm not going back to it. I can't beat it. And it's the damn boss. I can't beat him. I've died so many times.
Thank you for that 3 TAD that you gave us.
You're very welcome. You're going to keep it for a long time.
Shoot. All right. Well, Vulgar, why don't you close us out? We got this one. This courtesy is courtesy of J Block.
Oh. If Series X didn't have any achievements, would you still get it? Stay on the X bone and finish your backlog? Move to the PS5? Or something else entirely? What about you, Mr. Elright, since you are first on this list and I can't come up with transitions? What do you say?
I feel that.
No, yes, and no.
Okay.
Well, that's very concise. Kenny, what say you?
Oh man. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna get it. It doesn't much matter if it had achievements or not. I would still get the Series X. One, because I really need an upgrade, and two, I really need an upgrade. My Xbox is starting to like grind when I play games, so yeah, I'm really looking forward to it.
That your 2020 games are playing on that OG console of yours.
It really is impressive. So I'm very much looking forward to it. And honestly, I would assume in context of this question, all the Xbox One games come forward. Cool. I'll stick with the backlog. I'll get the achievements in those games. But yeah, I would still play Series X games. Like, you're not keeping me away from Halo. I'm very much looking forward to Infinite, even though there's a very good chance I'm going to hate it.
Alrighty. X, what about you? I know achievements are just a massive part of your life now, and you just score so much every single month. What about you?
Yeah, I'm gonna get it regardless. As soon as pre-orders go live, I'm gonna pick it up. But
Yep.
I don't know. I go back and forth on the question because I still like achievements, but I'm not grinding them out. I don't think it would be an issue. I really don't, because I just played through Pokemon not too long ago. Playing a ton of Animal Crossing. Those don't have achievements, and I'm enjoying them without achievements, and I'm having fun. And my backlog would still continue to grow because I have a problem and I buy games when they go on sale. But I will say it's been a lot better the past couple months.
Attaboy.
It has been a lot better. I've gone from I'm finally under 400 installed games, just because I'm not buying more. Beat one.
Wow.
Wow.
But that spark is still there.
No, it's really not. Beat one game and buy 4 more is not how things go anymore. Now it's, beat one game and beat another game. And then,
Isn't it great?
yeah, it's pretty nice.
Ugh.
I'm so glad I have someone on my side now. Someone has seen the light.
Well, if you like completing games, you should just do the tournament and complete game, and then complete another game, and then complete another game, and then call it a night, and then process repeats every day.
That sounds horrible.
Yeah, it does.
You know, it doesn't sound horrible.
Game Pass.
Assassin's Creed Odyssey.
Oh.
What about you, Vulgar? Are you going to get the Xbox?
Oh, yeah, probably. But it would definitely be a bummer. It just depends on where my friends go. Because I just like playing games with friends for fun and not for achievements.
All right, so Vulgar gives in to peer pressure.
Yep.
Speaking of which, isn't there some Jackbox sessions or something?
Oh, yeah. If you check out the Discord, there's always going to be more Jackbox sessions. None planned currently, but we did one here kind of impromptu this last Saturday. So just keep on the lookout for that, and or start some up yourself. You don't have to wait for me. I'm down to play. You can start them up. It'll be fine.
All right. Well, we had a couple. There was a disturbing news story on TA today about how we were losing a bunch of easy completions on.
No.
I know.
Oh, God.
Well, I think I finished most of them, but I see you didn't put the one on there that had no achievements. There's some game that had no achievements, so we're not even going to mention
Who cares
that.
about that?
Right. So if you still haven't played #IDARB, I draw a red box. You should probably.
It draws a red box.
It draws. Okay, I knew it was something about a red box and being drawn, and so that one is leaving soon. Brothers, A Tale of Two Sons, one who is killed in a cave, spoiler alert,
Wow.
is leaving as well.
Wow.
What?
Yeah, just go right for the jugular.
What
there.
is on the it was on the document? And then third one.
Not that part. I didn't even finish that game yet.
Yeah,
Wow. All right.
you should.
What?
It's still really good.
Well, you're not going to get that far because the last achievement pops before you get there. So I think we've talked about this game before.
We have.
So yes, we got Old Man's Journey. That's a very relatable game for me. We have Hydro Thunder Hurricane. It's just like racing games, but you're in boats.
Does that make it better? I thought your issue was with cars.
It's actually better because you actually take boats out for fun, And so
Well, you can't go
you just
driving for fun. I understand.
Yeah, that's not allowed.
I do not drive for fun. I drive to get to the grocery store. I drive to get somewhere, and then I drive home. So the next one is Stealth Inc. 2, a game of clones. It is some weird PC-only game. And has anybody actually played this one?
Nope.
If anyone actually cares, there's a stack for it. The Xbox stack is not leaving, and the PC stack is leaving.
Oh, okay. I knew it had something to do with the PC. I didn't know. I've never played either of them. So
It's a stealth platformer. It's all right. I played the first one.
it looked like it was buggy. It looked like it had a bunch of missing achievements. And,
The PC one, I think, like 19 of them are unobtainable anyway. And then the
Jeez.
X1
Yeah.
version... Actually, I don't even know if the X1 is on Game Pass. Like, they said it's not leaving. I don't know if it is. That one has one discontinued achievement, I believe.
It is not on Game Pass.
Okay.
Yeah, so a very well-designed game, obviously.
Yep.
And then we got King of Fighters 98 Ultimate Match. So if you're got that quench or just more ACA action.
All right, I was just going to say, we are vets with this one.
Yeah, this
Yeah,
is
I'm saying,
not
twice
easy.
each.
I haven't tried it yet, but I'm sure I'll be just as good at it as I am the other ones. And by good at it, I mean I'd find the one character that has an overpowered attack and just spam it.
No, that's what I'm talking about. We've already played it twice on Neo Geo version.
Oh, okay. There you go. I didn't know if Ultimate Match was different than the King of Fighters, special edition Ultimate something.
It probably added a couple more pixels or something.
It's the 200.360 one. It's I did it this month. It's pretty straightforward. A lot of
I think
you
it
have
is
to
like a
multiplayer boost.
1-2 hour completion. There's some online stuff that you'll need to boost.
Oh man,
It's not that bad. You'll be fine.
Okay.
Doubt.
All right. So, how about Foof? You seem to know a lot about these gamer tag challenges. Why don't you talk about those?
Yeah, sure. Gamer tag challenge for the month is Chewy on Ice. His chosen game to get a bonus is Star Wars. Just any
Makes
old
sense.
Star Wars games. There's probably like 100,000 as of right now with achievements, so you're probably good.
And like 2 of
And
them are
find
actually
one.
good games,
Oh,
which is more than there are good movies. Oh, come at me.
Oh, we're going to skip over that.
No, I'm
We-
just firing shots blindly. I don't mean
Oh,
that.
you're
You're
just
firing
so-
shots. Yes, you are. I'm going to skip over that because that didn't cut deep at all. Yes, after you complete his gamer tag, you can unlock an achievement in any Star Wars game and to get the bonus, but you have to complete the gamer tag to get it. And along with that is his bonus. I believe these are unlimited. There's no limit to how many of the bonuses you can get. But the bonus is basically you need to unlock an achievement with the word arms in it. So ARMS, it just needs to be in there. So if the achievement is disarms, it works. If it's disarmed, forget that. That was bad. I don't know. It just has to have ARMS in the achievement title, and you get an achievement for it, or you get a point for it. And along with that, Chewy has also given out an extra incentive for this. For the person that unlocks the most achievements with arms in it, he will give out, I believe it was a $10 Xbox gift card. Chewy, if I got that wrong, I am sorry. But that's very close to what it is.
all right. Well, let's get to the contest that everybody wants to know more about.
What contest is that?
Yeah. Oh, it is the G-Test
Oh, that
2020.
thing.
Oh, my gosh.
Anyone we know still in that?
Oh my gosh! Yeah, actually, be really proud of our community. We have a ton of people in the community, highlighted by 2 of the hosts are still alive and well and kicking. So let me recap what happened today. So, so I went to bed last night at around 11 o'clock.
Lightweight.
Yeah. Okay.
It's still,
I went to bed.
Lightweight.
Oh, I thought you said wait.
Oh.
Wait. I thought maybe you were going to. Okay. Yeah, 11 o'clock, and that was late for me. And I went to bed, and I was in 5th place. And so my bladder's not the best. And I just drink a lot of water. It's just what I do. I drink a lot of water. That's what I keep telling myself. And so I woke up at 2 a.m, and I had to go pee. So I went and did the deed, and I come back, and of course my phone's right there, and I'm just like, because I have an alarm set on it for 5:30, and I just take a glance, and I see, oh, that's great, I'm in 12th place, and then I sat in bed thinking about it for like another hour. I was like, wow, shoot, what are my preloads am I gonna waste on this in the morning? I wonder how many of them I have to use and just to get the next one, blah blah blah. And so I sat there and I thought about it for probably a good hour, and then I finally drifted off to sleep. And for whatever reason, I had to pee again. I don't know, maybe I have a problem. I don't know. And so it was like 4:30, and I don't even know if I think I fell back asleep before then. And I did the deed, and I looked at my phone, and I was like, I'm in 16th place. this is not trending well. And then there's no way I was going to get back to sleep. And so then I get up and I just go start gaming. And I game pretty much nonstop from 4:30 to 8 o'clock. I went from 16th place all the way back up to 5th or 6th place. Then I dropped all the way back down and finally settled at 14th place in a butthole clenching moment, which was probably not as bad as Waka, who was the line. He held the line, man. He stared it down yet again. Everybody says just score more than Waka because he has this tendency to be the line. And he finished 20th, and that was where the line was. And I literally scored, probably 1,800 to 2,000 TAD this morning. And I still, if I hadn't done that, I mean, obviously I would have been out, way out. But I think the line settled around 12,000-ish.
Gosh.
That's 1 week. 1 week, mind you. So that's, you do the math. That is difference. That's not gamer score. That's not, total score of TA. That is TAD. It's insane. But anyway, the people that were odd man out were Pete, so he will not repeat, and not that he ever won. I just wanted to say that. And then All Win B or something. Neither of them we are aware are part of our community. So
yet
better them than all the ones that are still in it who are part of the community. Who I'm not sure all the names, but several people are still in it. Danny's in it. I'm in it. Mental Knight's in it. Inferno's in it. Jimbot.
Waka, obviously.
High Road.
Waka. Yeah, I was just going down the list here. Icefire
team.
Yeah, Icefire Tennessee. And Legend Shot, I think, is in there too. And so several people from the community are part of the last 20. So this is the semis, y'all. So you're only going to hear me complain about this. Probably, I don't know. I don't know if I'll make the final 10. Who knows? It's hard to say. There's a whole lot of assassins out there, man. And it's tough. It's a tough cut from 20 to 10, especially when there's, probably about 20 people that think they're going to make it. So, maybe not 20. Probably about 16 people. Some people probably, I'm out. I'm done. So
next week is the finals.
This upcoming week, so started today, was the semifinals. As of right now, I am only a mere 11,000 behind. So it's a good thing that I decided to do the podcast today so that I could
I was just going to say, I can't believe you've let this go on for an hour and a half now.
Yeah.
You have points to earn?
He's sitting here talking about the Princess Bride. He's thinking about the TAD.
Right.
Yeah. 11,000 in the hole, but that's kind of unfair because some dude's just gone, I don't know, he's gone apey, man. I don't know what he's doing. He's already scored, 12,847 TA difference. It's not even 24 hours after the cut. So, but most people are still in the 2,000. So I'm still, pretty much.
Sounds like people are just trying to make the finals.
That was always my goal when I competed. I don't care about winning. I just want to make that final round.
Well, that's the query that I am facing is, do I have enough to realistically, survive this week and still have enough to do something next week? And so, I mean, I got 10,000 in bonuses. There's about 3 or 4 of us that haven't used a single bonus yet. And so,
wow.
Yeah, and so I got all my bonuses, and I could use those, but that wouldn't help the team side because I'm still alive with the Possums, Brer Rockers, the real MVP, and he's bringing it this week. He's been saving up, so but that cut's even worse. That one goes from 13 to 5. So there's a lot of people in our community that are currently under the line on that one. So yeah, 13 teams, 5 spots in the finals. So this is the week. This is the showdown. So I have all kinds of preloads. I assume I'm just going to kind of see how the week goes, and if it just goes crazy, I'll just dump them all and just try to make the finals and just call it that. So I'm going to kind of play it by ear.
Could I just quote, paraphrase, I guess, really, our good friend Redemption Denied, who, after last year's G-Task, Elroy said, like, oh, man, I don't know, maybe I'll start preloading. And our good friend Red said, no, that's a rabbit hole you don't want to go down. How right he was, Elroy. How right he was.
You are not kidding, man. I got points laying around everywhere. It's just like, when do I pop them? When do I don't? Man, I got so many, and it's like, oh gosh, I need to get a little better organized. I need to make a spreadsheet.
And Red's other famous quote, let's cheer, let's not.
Yeah, oh gosh, I love that one. Oh man, that just reminds me, I gotta look up that game where the girl gets eaten by an orca.
What?
Man, what was that game?
What?
Yeah.
Hold up, did I miss something? Where do we go from Team G-Cast to girl getting eaten by orca?
I was, yeah.
Well, she was standing next to a pond, apparently, and then a freshwater orca comes
oh my gosh,
and
I
eats
remember
her.
what you're talking about.
Yes,
Whoa,
thank
what
you.
was that?
You were there?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Free
There's
Willy
some
4.
game.
I'm still not
Some
seeing this
game.
connection. Did I space for like a second and I didn't realize it?
Redemption was talking about all the games that he played for this thing, and that's where he said, yeah, let's cheer, let's not. And then he's like, then he went on, that's a game, Foo-Foo. It's called Let's Cheer.
Oh, that's
It's really bad. And then there's another game that has some girl that gets eaten by an orca, and I was really excited at the time, and I was going to go look it up, and I never did. I'm going to have to hit him up with instant message and or DM and find out what it was. But yeah, the point of the story is be careful around ponds. Pond safety is very important. So anyway, that's your G-Task update. So
Missing
yeah,
so
support
much.
all of our local community members that have made it this far, because it's been rough, man. So there you go. Who wants to talk about Hangman?
I thought we were skipping that.
Yeah, let's just skip that.
Okay, the correct answer was nobody. All right, so let's go to our break camp. I've been talking for a while. Someone take it.
I got it.
All right.
For completion percentage, Nerve Bullet has reached 60%. Ghost World, because it's in all caps, so you gotta yell it, is 78%. And Waka Pale is 84%. Streaks, I'm going to do this, just expedite the process. You ready? You ready for this?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Kingsman, CZ, Facial LaFleur, NBA Kirkland, Bills, Sim, Koosh, Shadowless Edge, Weasel Pizza, Retro Chief, Jazarp, Lady Licky are all on 10-day achievement win/achievement lick streaks. That's kinky. Black Buff is on a 50-day streak. Buck Marley is on a 50-day streak. Reset 42 is on a 200-day streak. And Big L is on a 2,700-day streak. And X, the Quarantine Gamer, is on a 25-day streak. That was taken out for some reason. I was just a little resentful.
25s aren't real numbers.
But 10, that's where it's
Yeah,
at.
apparently 10 is closer
That's
to
not
25.
my choice. 10s are not my choice.
Have we gotten any updates on who's in the lead of that? It's Skeptical of Mario's contest. Is there like an update sheet on that?
Well-
Who's in the lead on
Well, I
this?
believe if you go to the contest channel, there is, or the contest board, there is something about it. I was looking at that. I'm not in the lead.
Are you in the lead? Oh.
I'm sorry. Sorry to disappoint all my fans out there, you real Hulkamaniacs.
Let's see.
Oh yeah, here we go.
All right.
Street King.
It looks like Facial LaFleur is in the lead right now.
Oh, man. Awesome. Good for him. All right. Ratio. I'll take ratio. CG is 1.5 and Arcsick is 2.4. Are these... I guess they're new community members, or maybe no, CG, he's been around.
If you took some time to be in the Discord instead of earning TAD...
He's got a point. He's actually there.
I'll do achievements. 1, Ghost World has reached a new milestone of 17,500 achievements. 1, Play Ultimate 7-Eleven has also reached 17,500 achievements. 1, Bill's Illuminati has reached 43,000 achievements. 1, which is insane.
He's unlocked
How many
more
of those-
achievements than probably the majority of the world has gamer score. That is insane.
That's a
wonder-
good point,
I wonder,
actually. I think the average gamer
wonder how
score is
many
like
of 'em-
15K.
How many of those are documented in videos, I wonder? Like, what percent?
I don't know.
That's a good question.
For gamer score, Dark Lord Davis has reached 250,000 gamer score. Kingsman 2625 has reached 600,000 gamer score. Elroy, hey, great job! You reached
Love that guy.
950,000 gamer score. Did you know that? That's real close.
Actually, I didn't really. I knew. I know. I've completely abandoned my mission for 1 million the last 2 months. I could just do it at any point. I have such a backlog of easy games, but I'm a little preoccupied right now, as you might imagine.
Oh, I can only imagine by what. And
I wonder why.
Sangrias has reached 1.8 million gamer score.
Doubling me up, man. Jeez.
TA.
Yeah, go for it.
Emperor has reached a new milestone of 300,000 TA. And what the fuck is that? 750,000 TA.
On
And
leaderboards? Sorry, go for it again.
I was just looking at the life events.
All right.
Sorry.
Retro Retrieve, 1960. Now, what am I reading? Is now in the top 5,000 of the TA leaderboard for Connect required. Hat 90 is now in the top 50,000 of gamer scored leaderboard. And Cheetos and Vodka.
Cheetos and vodka, you have to yell it. It's
Yeah,
all in
sorry.
caps.
Cheetos and Vodka.
There we go.
Is now in the top 5 of the Wisconsin. I can't speak. It's getting late. Not really. I've been talking
Wisconsin?
Yeah, that word. Gamer score leaderboard.
And
I mean, I
number
feel like
one,
that really says something about the whole state of Wisconsin, though, if inanimate objects are in the top 5 gamer score.
I'll have you know, Cheetos and vodka is the number one of my things to do on the weekend leaderboard.
Right?
Speaking of
I wonder if it's in as in he dips them or in as in he just
Maybe-
enjoys both at the same time.
Maybe N Vodka is a brand, and there's a comma.
Ooh.
So he's Cheetos and N Vodka.
There you go. I got a bag of Flamin' Hot Cheetos
There
right here.
is literally a giant bag of Flamin' Hot Cheetos on my screen right now.
I can't wait till this is over. I'm going to have a few.
Oh, man. Yeah, enjoy those carbs.
Oh, I
So good
am.
for you.
I absolutely will.
And
Well, we got-
Flamin' Hot Cheetos would make a really good birthday present for someone. Who would that be, Elroy?
Oh, well, I'm so glad you asked. There's a huge life event. Celebrating their 13th birthday today is Carnage. Congratulations.
He's a real deep voice for a 13-year-old.
I think what Elroy means to say is that K. Foreign Forge celebrated a mystery birthday on the 13th.
Oh, I thought someone put that on there as a joke.
Oh.
No, I put the
that makes
13
sense.
because that's what his birthday was.
Yeah, so to all of you that can't see it, we have a sheet we're working off of here, and it says Carnage is celebrating their 3rd birthday today! ! And it says 13th.
I'm-
I thought somebody. That's why I was laughing earlier. I was like,
Elroy, do you
That's
think
pretty
all of
funny.
your students are like 2,002 years old?
oh gosh. All right, yeah, that was something, man.
oh, man.
So I guess this brings us to the trivia portion. I didn't know if Fufu had a question, so I made one just in case.
Oh.
So
Okay,
Huh?
no, you can
I
go
gotta-
for it.
Gotta redeem myself from last time.
oh gosh, you did not even have a response last time. I totally just DQ'd everybody. That was awful. All right, so here's your chance. So, I always like to make it thematic with people that are on the panel. So today I decided to go with the person that has the most bodacious stash. Oh my gosh, it's in honor of X. So the question is, how many achievements have the letters EXE in them?
Ooh.
Oh.
Like in order as a string?
Yep. EXE. It has to be part of the name of the achievement.
Huh.
Are we?
So whoever gets
we're DMing you,
closest,
right?
yes, whoever gets closest gets the point. So
$1.
You stole my bit.
you gotta
I did.
DM it to me, man.
I texted you. I feel like that's the same thing.
Yeah.
That's
I'm gonna
probably a
go-
good idea.
I'm gonna go $2.
Wow, y'all are just
You know
so
what?
bad at
Screw
this
it.
game.
I'm just gonna say
Oh
it.
God!
I'm gonna guess 57 achievements.
Oh,
If we're just
All
doing,
right.
I texted Elroy 25.
I will go.
you did.
I'm gonna go with 26.
All right, so for the second week in a row that I've been hosting, my fellow panelists have completely let me down. I am not very pleased with their answers, but I still will award a point just because y'all were so bad, but he was less bad than all of you. So did you not think that there was achievements that have the word exercise in it?
That was the only word I thought of, actually.
Like, I was like,
there is
executable.
executed.
Oh,
Execution, executioner, execution. Yeah, there's lots of words with exe in there.
I build engines.
most
I'm not
of them,
like English teacher. This isn't my
most
forte.
most of them have the word execution in there at some point because there's only about 1 million first-person shooters that exist. So, on the strength of that, there is actually 227 achievements
Holy
out
crap.
there that have the letters EXE in order in them. Foof, you get a point.
Woo! Yeah.
That was awful. Man. Oof.
I
Okay.
can't believe there's over 200. Holy crap. That's a lot.
yeah, I'm
Yep.
surprised.
There you go.
Yeah, the only word I thought
Mostly-
of was exercise.
Yeah.
That was
execution
short-sighted
was
of
actually
me.
So
execution was the key. I mean, there is a lot of achievements with execution in there. You can look them up. There's a whole lot of them, probably about 200 of them. So, I guess that's it. Show number 95. I want to thank everyone. Does anybody got anything to plug?
I mean,
No.
once May is over and I can, stop playing good games, I'll probably have some new songs. Maybe we get a new intro for year 2, huh? Or year 3, I guess. Ooh.
Yeah, just a little sidebar. That was X's creation, the bumper music for Gun to Your Head, just from last week.
Bumper music for
Or-
pretty much everything in this show.
Or 2 weeks ago, maybe. I forget. Yeah. So, there's that. Jackbox, Vogel?
Oh yeah, definitely hit us up on the Discord for Jackbox. We'll keep you posted on those. Yeah, and if you're not on the Discord, why aren't you? Get on the Discord. Come on, it's easy. Just follow the link. You'll be fine.
It's discord.io/AH101.
Oh,
Way to
ninja,
oop
man.
it. That's right.
Foof, you got some Tupperware you're selling or something like that?
What?
Okay.
I mean, no?
Never mind. Well, with
I was
that,
just
with
gonna
that
say,
in mind,
if you will send us a Twitter tweet, you can do so by sending us one on the Twitter at Achievements101.
and he totally won't try to sell you Tupperware.
Totally not.
Yeah, all
Apparently
right.
That's my thing now. Okay, I'll own it.
I guess if you like what you hear and would like to support the show financially, you can support us on the Patreons.
Yeah, there's definitely perks like private servers.
And getting to be on the panel with us lovely gents.
Yeah, I'm not actually a staff member. I'm a guest. Thanks for having me on again.
Okay, he's gonna be on for another week.
Yeah.
But
Sooner or later, he's
but
going to hang up.
Yeah, before we hang up on him, I should just tell you that my top 3 extra flavors. It's a type of gum: spearmint, bubblegum, polar ice.
That's crazy because I can't think of a better way to end the show than top 3 Edgar Allan Poe short stories. Number 3, The Pit and the Pendulum. Number 2, The Black Cat. And number 1, The Fall of the House of Usher.
Wow, that's a lot.
I don't know what I walked into here.
Top 3 Tupperware. Top 3 Tupperware sellers.
Top 3 Tupperware sellers. A spatula. Number 2. The bowls with the lid. Number 1. Another bowl that goes in the microwave.
Oh, I thought it was going to be a plate.
Top 3 Spider-Man villains. So number 3,
okay.
Green Goblin. Number 2, Electro. Number 1, Venom. Don't at me.
I'm not going
Top
to.
3 games Volker can't play. Number 3, head. Number 2, tube. Number 1, gun.
I see what you did there.
Yeah.
Hey,
Thanks for listening, y'all.
see ya, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Sorry for that last 5 minutes.
Skype support. How could I help you? Yeah. So, how do I kick someone off of a Skype call? I have this guy that just won't seem to leave, and he just won't go away. Well, yes. All you have to do is